everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 4 video. We are back on the Semmeringbahn and we're going to be checking out the other train. So 116, 111, but yeah, that one, Taurus, not today. We're going in the Talent one. And yeah, we're going to Payerbach-Reichenau. For some reason it doesn't actually fit on the display board, which of course probably is an issue. That's not how it's meant to be. Right, let's get this all set up. Actually, what's that one? I'm on a couple. Right, we'll do that, get the doors open. We'll get that in as well. Drive. And get all the bits and pieces on. Not that. Instrument lights, yep, get them on. And I think that's really about it. I don't think there's really much else we need to do, apart from the safety systems, which of course we're going to put on. So we have got, we've got to set them as headlights. No doubt, yeah, they're on they must be on the fuse board. PZB and CIFA. Oh. There it goes. That's why it's called the music train. I don't know how well that came out on video, but it's just a doo 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 as it pulls out. Definitely sounds a lot louder and just a lot better than say to previous Tauruses, so the G6 and the 182. There it goes. So I would assume we're going to be waiting for that, which I mean it shouldn't take long, as that's going to be going up to 150 kilometers an hour, basically once it leaves the station. So we should be okay. We are going to be calling at St. Eggerden, Ninkirchen, Turnitz, Pochash, Glognitz, Schlugmühl, and Payerbach-Reichenau. I sincerely apologise to any German, Austrian viewers for that absolutely horrible pronunciation. It probably is extremely offensive to say it like that. Right, we have actually got the green there. So, but then that's really just to move on to the other platform section. Well, we really want to wait until we get the main sort of signal. But it's a bit weird just to move down the platform and then have to stop again. But maybe that is what we have to do. Oh, maybe we'll do that. Let's get the doors shut, because it hasn't actually changed yet and the train has got another section ahead. So yeah, maybe we have to close that, maybe then start moving, and maybe it will change. Yeah, that's still, oh, that might be coming the other way, maybe, possibly. Right, let's give it a go. We're off in the Talent one, which is just a really not a big fan of driving this train. Much prefer the Talent 2. Just, I don't know, it's so, what's the, wait, it's, I don't know, I don't like the cab, the sort of massive front. I just don't, I'm not a big fan of it, the Talent one. Almost feels like there isn't a window. It's like right at the front, we've got a little desk. Just, I don't know, just it's, or maybe like if we were slightly further back, it would seem a bit better. Not sure. Anyway, 8.4 kilometers. We can go up to 160, which is nice. And we also can release ourselves from PZB monitoring, so we'll do that. And we'll back that up. Nice track joint sounds on this side. So yeah, this is sort of the little shuttle service. This one sort of not within the mountainous part of the route, sort of within the fast part of the route. We get to stop at all those little tiny stops. Well, actually, some of them are quite big actually. So we get the delights of that. Fill it up. And up to 150 pretty soon. There we go, 150. And just let it roll, and up to 160. Don't think there's a cruise control on this though, is there? I know the Talent, actually that might have. It's called the temper mat, isn't it? Temper mat on the Talon. Yeah, it's the temper mat, isn't it? I think it's like Control R. Oh, it does have it. Okay, well, how do we do that? On. Maybe not. So it does have cruise control, it's just how does it work? Oh, there it is there. Okay, 140 is the top. Right, cruise control. On. I don't know if that, no, that's not doing anything, is it? Not sure. Little POW, maybe? Yeah, it's like a little thing comes up there. Oh, hang on, did we have it there? Ah, we got it now, there we go. So you got to put a little bit of power on, just to sort of get it going. Yeah, what's that, 126? The frame rate tanked a bit there. So your coupler all covered up at the front there. I think I've set this one for April, so yeah, I suppose fair enough. I have to do this route in the snow at some point, but in the well, even this bit in the snow would look probably quite cool, sort of going through the forest. Yeah, I have to do the mountainous bit in the snow, and that would probably be perfect. First Igden in Stankford. It's about 30 minutes this service. Basically just one half of the route, which I suppose was a little bit over a half, down to there, and then Payerbach-Reichenau was there, wasn't it? The little terminal that black train just come from. So yeah, it's sort of a nice little shuttle service. Where does it actually begin? That stops at Vienna Florestorf, so you can't sort of sit on it all day. Oh. You can sit on it going there and then back. Okay, cruise control is off. 2 kilometres to St. Igden. Now we are 2 units, so 8 coaches. So basically just at the end of the platform, I'd assume. So we've got about a kilometre, so we don't need to rush it down too much. Right, yeah, coming into St. Egidun. That's not how you say it either. Eigden. Cool. We actually do have an nebula for this, so, well, I've got the document nebula, so probably could actually use that. As it's our only second run, we'll just keep the main HUD on. Here we are though, this is, yeah, this station. Just a much longer platform going towards Glognitz and the other side. And arriving just a minute late. Could be worse. Could be how it was today at the station when there was a train which was 58 minutes late. That was quite something. And not cancelled. Right, here we are. This is this stop. It doesn't even fit on the film. Also, I'm sure that will be. Well, hopefully that will be sorted. I don't know if you can change it on here. On there, wouldn't it? Maybe. Right, let's get the door shut. next up is going to be a Neunkirchen. No. Right. Let's drive and let's get going. Before we start rolling back, and we got 5.6, well 5.5 kilometres to the next one. So we should get a little flyby shot. Lovely units though these. Probably visually look nicer than the Talent 2. Yeah, but I just prefer the Talent 2 driving. There it goes. Once we get into sort of the sunlight, we get a nice little photo, if we can. But let's just do that now if we can. Sort of. Could be a lot better, but we'll see. Oh, hello, we don't want to go in that far. Oh, it's in the photo mode bug. Oh, do that in a minute. Let's do it now. Oh, it's still. That's probably going to do it the whole thing now, isn't it? It's where like the field of view is like all of a sudden just automatically goes down to 0. And I don't think there is anything you can do to stop it. It just does that. Might certainly get that back on. Okay. Back up to 140, which is the top speed. Here you go, 140. Top speed of this unit. So it's not too bad. Right, now we'll try that again. So minimum power. How did we get the first? There we go, that'll do. Stick it at 130. Well, what's that plus 5 do? Can we get that up? Oh, we can. Oh, that's how you do it. There we go. Use a little button there. Oh, that's perfect. Keeps us ticking along nicely. We've got a neutral section coming up, so we'll take that off. I don't really want the cruise control sort of speeding up by accident. Do they actually work these neutral sections? Oh, hang on, something did something. So maybe. Right, coming up to you in Neunkirchen, no. Which I think is a slightly larger station, as opposed to say the last one. So we'll start slowing that down. Yeah, this route, as of this video going out, so if you're watching this on the premiere, it should be out pretty soon. And if you're watching about an hour after this video, go 1-2 hours after, it should be out on console. I will do a stream on here at some point. I've been engrossed by the Great Eastern Main Line, which is only just come out on Transam Classic, or the ATS East Coast Main Line. Great Eastern Main Line. So I've been trying to get that to work, which it does now work. Right, Neunkirchen, no. Here we are. There we go. Still, hang on, probably take the brakes on a little bit more. There's a stop marker, just at the end. I think it's just to the end of the platform. What's that little thing there? What was that little thing there? Yeah, Z. Is that the stop? Right, we're stopping there anyway. Here we are. This is Neunkirchen. No. Let's teleport back to the cab. Let's hop out. What does it do there? No, it doesn't scroll through any of the stations in it. Let's quick little look-see for collectibles. I doubt we will find anything, but you never know. Might be something on here which we can There you go, there's a first aid point. And yeah, hikers, but that must be one there. Hikers backpacks. There you go, hikers backpacks collected. Right, back in. Do the doors. And onwards. It is going to be Turnitz next. There's actually quite a few stations. Where are we not going? Come on. Haven't broken the train in some way, have we? That's not good. What did we do? We've upset it. Oh god, not that. That's not any good. I've upset. Let's open the doors again. I've upset the train in some way. It's like, no, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Doors. No alarm on it. Right. Well, this is bizarre. What on earth is going on here? See if I could read. Oh, malfunction state. We can't. There not be a malfunction. Let's take that off. Well, this has gone a bit wrong, hasn't it? We'll definitely I'll be late into there. Let's take that off. Put it back on. It's not happy with something. All we did was just get out quickly, and it's just like, no. How dare you get out of the train? Yeah, let's basically just shut it down. What's off on here? What's the one to take it out? Let me do that. That can go back to that. You go to off. Not really what we need, but okay. Malfunction state. It's like, what we did was just get out and go for a walk, and it's just like, no. How dare you? We'll pop that back in. Set you to drive. We are getting power, aren't we? Yeah. There's like no reason why we're not going. Unless we need to put that up. No, that's nothing to do with it. Well, this is bizarre and slightly beyond me. That's where it starts getting annoying. It's like, come on, it's getting so bloody well, and then it starts being funny. It's just broken in some way, somehow. Malfunction state. Well, what is the malfunction state? Doesn't really help if it doesn't tell us. Is it the circuit breaker? Well, that would explain. Okay, it was the circuit breaker. Well, let's go. Because we are late. Of course it's the blooming circuit breaker. I don't know why it had trips, but unless it was from the neutral section. But hey ho, we're on the move. We'll be a little bit late, but oh well. Just got to go as fast as we can. So we're now, well, we were about a minute late, now we're going to be slightly more, just a minute. That means we won't catch up to any here. We got anything behind us? No. Well, not for a little while at least. There you go, that's good. Could be worse. Right, let's do that on. There we go, boom, perfect. Cruise controls on. And we've got 2.9 kilometres to Turnitz. Actually needs to go next. And then there was another one, wasn't there? And there's, yeah, Potschars and then Glognitz. So, yeah. Cool. Let's try and make up as much time as we can. It's going to be slightly difficult, but might be able to just pop that back. Depends if there's really any allowance anywhere, but I can't imagine so. I mean, the allowance is probably at where we started at Wiener Neustadt. You probably get a few minutes there. So it's sort of a big station. Well, it's weird to say, but it's actually quite fun being late on these TSW services. Like, imagine being like 10, 15 minutes late and you've got like another train which has been routed ahead of you. You sit at a red light for even longer, making you late. You sort of get those cool situations where if you're on time, you might occasionally get, but it's like on Salzburg-Rosenheim. I think if you're late on a lot of the intercity services, the signaller sends like an S-Bahn service in front of you, meaning you then have to follow that into Salzburg. Like, it sort of makes it quite fun having to, just being late. It's the same really just with, like, I don't know, when you're doing OMSI too, like driving the bus, it's like, I don't want to be like 10, 15 minutes late. Don't have to worry about sort of times, because we just know we're going to be late, and you just whiz around. I don't know, it's just like satisfying being late in a game. And seeing what the game does to sort of either make your day worse or try and make you catch up. I think that's the opposite of our service, going up back to Vienna. This is a malfunction, doesn't it? Malfunction state. Is that what it is, though? Next up is, Potage. I don't know how fast these doors shut, but let's go now. Let's get the right doors locked. No, we're fine. Okay, good. And it hasn't done the circuit breaker this time. Good. Right, let's go. A little bit more power than usual from the offset. 2.6 kilometers to Potschaft. So really the only other thing we have to do on this route is the freight. And then we've sort of done the main three service types. The sort of the regional tourist services with the coaches behind, the sort of stopping talent services, and the double-headed freight trains. That's sort of what there is to do on this route. So that will be the next thing to do, is doing the freight. And then then we sort of ticked off what you can do. There's only we need to do the plus 47. We need to do that. That will be something we will do. Because that would just be really bizarre, but cool. Right, coming into the next stop. I think we're probably going to slow down quite quick actually, if we do want to stop there. Because otherwise I think we're probably not going to stop there. Quite a hidden stop this one. Oh, no, not really. That would be good. Potage. Here we are. Again, that's not how you say it. Five minutes late, oh god. Just put the stairs, won't it? Yeah. Here we are, this is Potage. In the doors. And Glognitz after this, so from Glognitz to Payerbach-Reichenau. Sort of the first step of getting into the mountains. Then we don't go properly up and into the mountains. We just get a little taste of it. As we get an external shot of this leaving. Glognitz in just 5 kilometres. Yeah, who's picking up this route? Again, if you're watching on the premiere, yeah, who's excited by this route? Who's like, I like that route, I want to get in. I mean, scenery-wise, it's really well done. I mean, Dovetail really have sort of stepped up the quality in scenery. You know, if you look at something like, hang on, what have I just pressed? Oh, that's even. Yeah, if you go back, I'm trying to think of an example. I'm trying to think of an example. I can't remember. Yeah, Dovetail. I can't think of like a bad scenic route. A sort of a route with bad scenery, which has been recently, which is Dovetail. Dovetail have been doing quite recently really good scenery. I suppose maybe you look at something like 5 Circle, where you sort of got just really bald, very visible patches and just things which you wouldn't see on, say, this. Yeah, like bald patches, really sharp, edged, bald, barren hills, and but yeah, Dovetail have really stepped up with the quality of these routes. We got 100 coming up. That's do we need to acknowledge that? We'll do it anyway. We might not need to. Yeah, Glognitz, see Cat Ace. Basically, we start recording, she's up and about. She was literally fast asleep. We start recording, it's like meow, meow, let me out now. Or else. Right, we're at 100, which does say 100 by the signal, so that's fine. Acknowledge that. Yeah, sort of the gateway to the hills, Glognitz. Which if you're doing one of the regional services, you're literally fast all the way from here back to where we started. And it takes like what, 13 minutes. But for us, it's take away sort of the 4 minutes where we just didn't do anything. 23 minutes, so about 10 minutes longer. All going sort of on the far end, alright. Platform 3. I'm glad I don't think any of the stations on this route have that weird numbering like you do on, I think it's on Kolnarken, where Stolberg station, it's not just like platform 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like platform 278 and then platform 262, and yeah, Stolberg and Kolnarken, some German stations have just really bizarre numbering. Then it sort of includes the freight sidings and yards as well, so that makes it such a high number. Oh, there's another one there. So that might be a full, maybe the double ones are the Payerbach-Reichenau and then the single sets are the full line runs. Why do the full line runs stop? Well, nothing on this side apparently. There's that one there. Feels like we're a bit far up the platform. Feels like we should have stopped a bit further back. Everybody's coming from here, they're going to miss the train. Right, we do have the clear. Not letting anything go. Look at that double-headed Taurus, so it does look nice. And then that station, that cool little station halfway. Right, let's go. Full whack. Yeah, then the route becomes slightly slower than what we've had so far. Not too far to Schlogmühl. Should actually show on the distance track map fairly soon. But no, if you haven't made it this far in the video, thanks for coming in and thanks for watching. Well, thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us the key to show it off, but again, all opinions are of my own. If something looks bad, I'll just be like, oh, it's not great, does it? But I mean, I don't know this in real life, so I can't really comment on you know, placement of things. So I don't know it. Alright, let's speed up a bit. So that, yeah, that's the Semmeringbahn base tunnel. Well, I assume that's one of the expected entrances of it. Set to open in 2027. It's a little cool thing there. And you can see the other side of it when you're leaving Müschenschlag. You get to see the well, the other side of the tunnel, which is quite impressive because, I mean, yeah, it's going to go from there to there. I mean, that bit there takes 13 minutes if you're running fast. So say the tunnel's a bit slower, 20 minutes. It could take, let's say, 40 minutes. Maybe even less than that to get from Müschenschlag to Wien-Neustadt on like a fast service. Maybe even 30 minutes as opposed to 1 hour. Which is a massive decrease in journey time. Instead of taking the windy mountain route, yeah, just going straight under it. Oh, but look at the scenery here though, the trains, the lighting, it's just lovely. Especially now we sort of get onto this more majestic part of the route. We're sort of winding up the hillside into these little villages. The stations look a bit more run down. Not too much run down, but less important looking. We're at Schlogmühl. Let's do the doors. Still 5 minutes late. Cheers, MCB. And after this year is Payerbach-Reichenau, which is apparently 5 minutes from here. So where is it? Yeah, it's up there. It's a bit more of a distance away from Grognitz, which was just there. Still no trains behind us. All that train's coming onto that side. Let's get the door shut. And then, yeah, on to the last part of our little talent hop. So I still don't think we have a screenshot yet. So maybe we should try and get that on this bit. There we go, we're off. Let's do it, let's move. And once I try photo mode again, see if the field of view thing's still acting up. Let's try that now, actually. Is it going to do it? Yeah. What about if we do that through pause menu? Does it still do it? Yep, still does it. So that means basically you have to restart to then use photo mode, which is annoying. Probably have to get a photo of Wien-Neustadt. Yeah, Payerbach-Reichenau. 3.5 kilometres. Slightly slower, only going up 70. And mostly all up here. It's a 1 in 105 up here. You can really feel you're climbing. That's sort of another cool thing. Just really, yeah, it feels like you're getting somewhere, going up. It's not sort of, yeah, really slow going up. You quite quickly go up. can't remember what the steepest gradient was on that first look. Like a down 1 in 43 or something. Which is quite steep. But yeah, apparently it's one of the world's first mountain railways. .5 kilometres. That's the cat Ace, there she is. Meow meow, yeah, in a minute. She's like, no, now. In fairness, she has been waiting 20 minutes now. Come on, in a minute. And we're platform 3, so that'll probably be the bay platform at Payerbach. Payerbach. That. Right, yeah, we're getting there, we're almost there. I mean, it's a nice little hop, that was. Sort of a nice little shuttle you can do. Maybe you can just do it up there and back, that's about an hour, done. It's a shame you can't take it all the way to Vienna, Floridsdorf. Although I think that's like, yeah, sort of 30 minutes driving time. Well, it's on the express train, it's half hour. So maybe we'd see that in future, maybe, I don't know. If route extensions become more of the norm. That'd be cool. Yeah, no, it got away a little bit longer. So we come to a stop. Yeah, sort of the gateway to the Semmeringbahn, this station. Or Glognitz, so I suppose Glognitz is sort of the... this one I suppose, sort of the gateway to the actual mountain part. So we won't be seeing that today. There we go. I wonder how long you actually get at this station before you then go back. Is it like minimal time, or do you get, you know, 10-20 minutes? How long you get. So we're 5 minutes late, does that mean we're like going straight away? Be interesting to see how long you get. I mean, on the board it doesn't even say, so that's helpful. Yeah, here we are, Payerbach-Reichenau, which is the end of our journey today. On the Semmeringbahn. Oh, here's a tourist. That's quite a long one as well. That bloody hell! Oh, let's skip him through here. Oh my god, what's that one? That's a quick old one as well. That 1, 2, 3. That's got tons of coaches on it. Oh, why didn't we do that one on the first look? That one was cool. Oh, that one we did just on the first look was cool, but that looks even cooler. But yeah, that's coming from me. So we've got to see sort of how long this one sits here. I can't imagine it sits here for long. I don't know why it doesn't give you any of the times though. And you've got the one over there, Vinini stat. That's 7:28, I think that says, or 7:24. 7:24, I think. Why have we got to lock the doors? Why do we do that? No, doors are closing. And this then becomes 7:53 and goes, actually quite a lot of time then. Well, that's coming from me. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, I'll best go in that case now. I'll see you all. Take care. Bye, guys.